Example 1. Situation. Diagram show the arrangement of apparatus set up in an investigation. Dear students, please observe the diagram below. There are two plants, plant A, plant B. Let's look at questions. Question A. What is the function of potassium hydroxide in this investigation? Let's back to the question. This is the diagram. You may see that this is the plant A and this is the plant B. Can you observe there plant A has potassium hydroxide and plant B free of potassium hydroxide? The question is, what is the function of potassium hydroxide? This is the answer. Potassium hydroxide. The function of potassium hydroxide is to absorb carbon dioxide in the air. Question B. Predict the condition of plant A after 2 weeks. As we know, a plant needs carbon dioxide to alive. That is the basic needs of a plant. So your prediction, what will happen to the plant A after 2 weeks if there is no air? This is just the prediction only. You need to predict what will happen to the plant A. Sure, let's look at the answer. Plant A will die. Yes, because there is no air. Question C. Give a reason and inference for your answer in B. That means reason, making inference. Why do you say that plant A will die after 2 weeks? Yes, plant A will die because there is no carbon dioxide to carry out photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is one of the processes carried out by all the plants to make its own food. So, the plants need carbon dioxide in the process. If there is no carbon dioxide, sure, the plants couldn't make the food and will die. Question D. In this investigation, state the variables involved. That is, the 3 variables are here: manipulated variable, responding variable, and the constant variable. Manipulated variable, that is, you may see the change at the beginning of the investigation. Responding variable, that means that is the results at the end of the investigation. Constant variable is the fixed. Let's look at back to the diagram. This is the plant A, this is the plant B. Plant A also got water, plant B also got water. Plant A was be covered with grass cover, but plant B no. But the difference are here. The most you can observe is potassium hydroxide. Plant A is a presence of potassium hydroxide. Meanwhile, plant B free of potassium hydroxide. So, the answer for the manipulated variable is presence of potassium hydroxide. Corresponding variable is the condition of the plants, that means the results at the end of the experiment. And the constant variable is presence of water because the both plants are watering. Let's go to the next example. Example 2. Situation. A group of college students conducted a survey in state B. The graph below shows the results of their investigation. These are the questions is based on the bar chart. Here are the number of people suffering from lung cancer. This is the axis Y and the axis X is the time, a year. This is the one the data show from the 2005 until 2010. Let's go to the questions. Question A. State the trend of people suffering from lung cancer in state B. Trend is meaning either the number of people is increasing or decreasing. Since 2005, you can see the number of people very less than when you compare with the number of people in 2010. So, the trend of the number of people suffering from lung cancer is increases. Let's check the answer. Yes, that's correct. Question B. What is the main cause for the change in the number of people suffering lung cancer? This is your own opinion. Sure, we will know that many of the people suffering the lung cancer because, let's look at the answer. Smoking. Yes, this is the answer. Question C. In this investigation, state the variables involved, manipulated variable and the constant variable. Let's look at the bar chart again. When you observe the graph, axis X always be pointed to the manipulated variable. Meanwhile, axis Y will be pointed to the responding variables. So, sure we know that the manipulated variable is shown to the year and the constant variable is, let's look at the answer. Yes, manipulated variable is year and the constant variable a group of college students conducted a survey in state B. Yes, since 2005 until 2010, the group of college students conducted the survey in the one place. That was, you can see in the situation. That means the constant variable is location of investigation. Let's check the answer. That's correct. Constant variable is place of investigation. Question D. How to prevent an increase in the number of people suffering from lung cancer? Sure, we know that you may have campaigns or law enforcement. So these are the way how you can prevent from the people suffering from the lung cancer. Let's look at the next example. Example 3. Situation. A pupil carried out an investigation to study about rusting. He conducted the following on 3 iron nails. These are the 3 different methods of treatments to prevent the iron nails from getting rusty. Iron nail X painted, iron nail Y covered with grease, and iron nail Z immersed in water. The 3 iron nails were put into a beaker and placed in the bathroom for a week. Let's see what the result was recorded by the people. Iron nail X, no change. Iron nail Y, no change. Iron nail Z, rusted. Let's look at the questions. Question A. What is the aim of this investigation? Before you giving the answer, make sure the student must know what is the manipulator variable and the responding variable. Then only can write the relationship between the manipulator variable and responding variable. From here, we know that the manipulator variable is the method of treatment and the responding variable is condition of iron nails after a week. Let's look at the answer. This is the answer for question A. To investigate the relationship between the method of treatment with the condition of nails after a week. Let's go to the question B. Give 2 reasons about the condition of the nails after a week. I nails X, no change, it means no rusted. I nail Y, no change, no rust, and the I nails Z, rusted. Take the positive. Y, the I nail X and Y, no rust. Let's look at the answer. 1. I nail X and Y do not rust because the paint and the grease prevent the surface of the eye nails from being exposed to air and water. Number 2. Eye nail Z rusted because its surface is exposed to air and water. So these are the 2 inferences we can make from the investigation. Question C. In this investigation, state the manipulated variable and the responding variable. The answer of the manipulated variable, as I mentioned before, method of treatment on eye nails, and the responding variable, condition of eye nails after a week. Question D. What conclusion can be made from this investigation? Conclusion is always be positive. That means what you can make the overall of the investigation. Conclude the answers. Rusting can be prevented through painting and applying grease on objects. So this is the conclusion of the investigation. Next, example 4. Situation. A group of people conducted an investigation about the ability of 3 devices to lift a load at a certain time. Table below show the results obtained. Type of device, mass of load as lift by each of the device. Crane 500 kg, rattan basket 12 kg, and the wheelbarrow 25 kg. Question A. What is the aim of this investigation? Before write the answer, make sure the students must ensure what is the manipulated variable and the responding variable. If the question based on a table, a student must know that the manipulative variable at your left hand side and the responding variable is at your right hand side. So, the manipulative variable is type of device and the responding variable is mass of load. Let's look at the answer. To investigate the relationship between the device and the mass of load that can be lifted. Question B. For the above investigation, state the following variables: manipulated variable and responding variable. Manipulated variable is type of device. Responding variable is mass of load. Question C. Draw a bar chart to represent the data obtained in table. If you want to draw a bar chart, make sure the type of device or the manipulated variable must be pointed to the axis X. Meanwhile, the mass of load or the responding variable must be pointed to the axis Y. This is the answer. So this is the type of device, manipulated variable, and this is the responding variable, that is a mass of load. Question D. The device are used in the construction of a housing area. State a disadvantage that will occur due to the use of the devices above. Yes. forest is destroyed or the habitat of the animals is destroyed. So this is the one of the disadvantage by using the devices. Dear students, hope you all understand. That's all from me now. Thank you.